Yo, what is up everyone? This is OJ over here from PlayerEssence and welcome to another Nintendo NX hit list video. I have not done one of these in quite a while because I've been thinking about what game to talk about next because I've pretty much covered most of Nintendo's core titles and even some of the more obscure ones. But I wanted to get into some of the exclusive games that Nintendo got on the Nintendo 3DS and how that could potentially make the jump to the Nintendo NX if this turns out to be some type of hybrid device. So, the first game that I want to discuss is Shin Megami Tensei 5. Now, the past two entries of this series has basically been a Nintendo exclusive with Shin Megami Tensei 4 and Shin Megami Tensei 4 Final. Both games are really good. Some of the best Shin Megami Tensei action is right there on the Nintendo 3DS. However, I do think due to some of the limitations of the system and budget concerns, they haven't been able to do everything that they could do with that type of game. Now, we saw a sneak peek with Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, how good that momentum-based battle system can be on a console if they took that and said, this is what Shin Megami Tensei is, but in a whole new universe. Now, imagine the graphics of Tokyo Mirage Sessions, but even better, possibly Persona 5 level, but with a darker, grittier theme, but with all of the fully animated characters on screen. So a Shin Megami Tensei 4 game remodeled and redone for the newest generation or the newest hardware of technology, where you can actually see your characters on screen, see all the different boss enemy designs, the battle system that you would see in Tokyo Mirage Sessions, but with upgrades in various ways. I think that could be amazing if they really did something like that, because Shin Megami Tensei 4 was one of the most intriguing games from a story perspective. The story in that game is very good. The theme is very exciting. I love what they did in Shin Megami Tensei 4 and also the theme for Shin Megami Tensei 4 Final. It's very good. Now, the only problem that I have is with some of the design elements of the game, and that's what I would like for them to fix with Shin Megami Tensei 5 on the Nintendo NX. So the first thing that I would say is the whole first-person view. I know some people that play Shin Megami Tensei 4 love that, but I really don't like that first-person view. I don't like how you just see the stat cards of who's in your party and then just little animations that come up when you do magic attacks and things like that. I would love for them to actually make it to where you can see your character, you can see them do the attacks, kind of like Tokyo Mirage Sessions, kind of like Persona. So that's one of the big changes that I would make. Going to stronger, better hardware. I think rendering them on screen would just be more of an appealing aspect to all Japanese RPG fans. Now, the next thing that I would like to see is them kind of do away with actually using demons to fight on your side for 100% of the party. Now, I don't want to get rid of what makes Shin Megami Tensei Shin Megami Tensei, and that's one of the big things with the most recent Shin Megami Tensei games, as far as Shin Megami Tensei 4 and Shin Megami Tensei 4 Final, is that you can actually collect, get the demons, fuse them, you have to kind of barter and talk to them to join your side, and I don't want to get rid of that. But what I do want to do is actually have a normal party, or at least you can switch between a normal party. So it would be nice if you can actually have various human characters and then have a couple demons that you can swap in and out at any point. Now, if you wanted a full cast of demon characters, then you can go with a full cast of demon characters. But I would also like for them to have a full cast of also human characters as well, with maybe one designated spot for a demon character if you wanted to do that. I'm just not a huge fan of the whole Pokemon aspect of collecting so many different types of demons and having to do all of that, and with the fusions. I think it works very well, and I wouldn't mind if it was even in there. I would just like to be able to fight with normal human cast of characters as well, and be able to transfer the skills that you learn from the demons onto the various human characters, or keep those demons that have those skills, be able to evolve them and fuse them like you've done before. So it's more of an addition, not necessarily a subtraction, because I think that's what makes Shin Megami Tensei 4, Shin Megami Tensei Final, and some of the other games really attractive to people, that you can barter with the demons, that you can get them to join your side, that you can fuse them and learn all sorts of interesting facts and different little things about the demons in the game, with Jack Frost and some of the more iconic ones that they've always had in various different games. So I don't want them to get rid of that stuff there. I just think that it would be nice if you had a human cast of characters alongside with demons, and they can all learn various techniques. And I know in Shin Megami Tensei 4, some of the times you have some of your samurais that will join you and will do attacks somewhat randomly as far as what they see fit. I would just like for them to actually have characters in your party. Now, as far as the story and theme goes, they always have fantastic stories with the Shin Megami Tensei games. Shin Megami Tensei 4 and Shin Megami Tensei 4 Final are perfect examples of this. The stories in those games are really good. Now, I haven't played Shin Megami Tensei 4 Final, obviously, because it hasn't launched yet. But from what I've played from Shin Megami Tensei 4, I already know that Shin Megami Tensei 4 Final is going to be a great game story-wise, and I would love for them to just continue that. I think that's one of the biggest issues with Tokyo Mirage Sessions is the story, but the combat system in Tokyo Mirage Sessions is amazing, and I think it's a necessary evolution as far as what they could do on a console or with the hybrid with Shin Megami Tensei going forward, as far as Shin Megami Tensei 5, just because I don't think with the graphics as far as where they're going and how good things are going to be looking, that doing the whole, you just see like a card and then you just see the boss in first person would be the right step. So I think going more in the Tokyo Mirage Sessions route, or Persona 5, however you want to see it, would be a better fit. But the battle system in Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which is evolved from what Shin Megami Tensei 4 does, is so good. It's so addictive, and they could really take what they learned with that and apply it to Shin Megami Tensei 5, and they could have an amazing type of game for the Nintendo NX, and potentially a system seller, especially in Japan and with certain people here in America that love that Shin Megami Tensei brand. I've known countless people who bought a Nintendo 3DS just for Shin Megami Tensei 4 and Shin Megami Tensei 4 Final, so that could have the same effect with Shin Megami Tensei 5 on the Nintendo NX. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Let me know your thoughts on what Atlus could do for Shin Megami Tensei 5 on the Nintendo NX, or just Shin Megami Tensei 5 in general. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and also subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, trailers, tips and tricks, and everything on Shin Megami Tensei. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you for the next video. Peace.